What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune into another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all your support. I'm all about that positivity and that motivation and lacing you guys up. And I wanted to let everybody know that I started a Patreon. You can go and subscribe. The link's in the description. On the Patreon, I can be raw and uncut and really bring you guys just really uncensored material that I can't do over here. And I feel being limited on this platform. You know, they're messing with my subscribers, they're messing with my just algorithm. So, you know, I decided to take matters into my own hand and really start pushing my Patreon. So you can sign up. I got a lot of great benefits over there, and I'm trying to kick some real game on my Patreon. But what I want to talk about in this particular video is that Buster that everybody is hyping up is a straight agent. And there's a lot of money invested in this individual to promote stupidity, ignorance, dumbing down, so that eventually a lot of his followers will end up in a similar trick bag or in the penitentiary behind just the nonsense. There's certain things that transpire that aren't coincidence, and there's no logical way that an individual like this person could make it to where they're at and then get caught up and then turn around and come out and then be right back with all this media push behind them and not be tied in to being an agent. An agent that's pushing stupidity, that's pushing snitching, ratting, being a piece of shit, just all the things that go against what the hip-hop industry is all about. I haven't heard any other rappers speak out about this person, and I'm not even going to say their name because they're not even worthy of having their name mentioned. But if you look around, there is not a commercial saying, come to prison. You will get 3 meals, a free bed, laundry done, and have work detailed for you. They can't advertise prison like college or like, a trade school. So what they do is they get dumbasses like this person, and there are other people out there who also promote ignorance, but this person in particular is promoting the stupidity, and then on top of it, the ratting and snitching. And they justify actions by saying all these other things that happened, which, you know, compelled the necessary actions, which called for whatever they did. But at the end of the day, man, you're better off just being a square. If you did not want to deal with the consequences that come with the streets, then you never should have signed up for it. You want to make the money, you want to get the glory, you want to be a gangster, you want to run the streets, you don't want to go and get your education or, you know, work towards some type of goal as far as opening a legit business or getting a trade, but you want to be the street dude, and then when shit backfires on you, you want to throw everybody under the bus. See, that's a piece of shit. And to be honest with you, I think from day one, this person was already employed to serve a purpose. And what they do, and there's probably a couple other people like this in the industry, in the music, hip-hop industry, and just Hollywood in general. They get around other people who are real gangsters and try to befriend them and find out what they're doing behind closed doors so that they can report back and basically infiltrate and then annihilate. And I'm just putting a lot of you guys up on game because I hate to see good dudes going to the penitentiary. I hate to see people who should have been in school who email me and say, you know what, I'm changing my life, I'm going to the military, or I'm gonna leave the streets alone. And and then you got those who didn't hear the message ahead of time and they got caught up because they listened to a Rainbow Bright type motherfucker. Well, I want to try to steer a lot of you guys the other way, because there's nothing in the penitentiary. The first thing they do is, usually most people start off with catching a gun case because they're out here running around and they're beefing with people, so they think they got to have a gun. So the first thing a lot of people usually catch is a felon, a possession of a firearm, which you become now ex-felon in possession of a firearm anytime you get caught with a gun after that, which is 7 years automatically federal. So that's usually your intro. If it ain't that, it's some type of drugs or pills or something. But usually the gun charge is the first case most little youngsters catch, because they have an unregistered firearm. And if they weren't in the mix of stuff, they wouldn't have to worry about that. And I know there's not a lot of male role models out there, a lot of father figures. So I feel that, having been through the gauntlet, I owe back to society as a black male to try to share what I feel I missed out on that could have maybe pushed me in another direction. Little stuff. And if you're out here and you're a parent and you're listening and you have a young child and that child has hobbies or passions, fuel those passions so that they can stay clear of the bullshit, because you don't need your son getting caught up on something because they listen to one of these damn songs or listen to this other clown ass dude and made a mistake that cost them, and now they want to try to tell on the whole hood, people they don't even know, but they're just mentioning their names, hopefully to get out of a situation. And it doesn't work like that, man. Karma comes back. You can tell on 10 people, 20 people, and you can think that you're getting away with something, but some way, somehow, somebody will catch up to you. There are people I've ran across, I've never even talked to while I was doing time, that recognized me, and when I got out and contacted me and was like, what's up, Big Herc, I remember you, but because I wasn't a piece of shit, I was able to still function, and these people had respect. But believe me, once you become one of those people, one of those busters, one of those rats, one of those snitches, one of those garbage ass niggas, you will never get your rep back. It don't matter how many people you think you slid on, you busted upside the head, you done did this and that. Once you become a rat, the military don't even like rats. When you're in the military and you put in work and you get caught up, there is no who you telling on. It's the same concept. The streets. Who you gonna tell on? See, you signed up for this. A lot of you guys want to sign up for the bullshit, but when there's something serious and it's something that requires you to put a little effort in, you don't want to sign up for it. So pick and choose what you tend to involve yourself in so that you don't ruin your life, man. And don't think just because this person, thinks they got away with something that their life is all gravy. It might be 10 years, it might be 20 years. But believe me, whatever this person did, all the people that they got caught up, it's going to come back to bite them in the ass. Because you cannot, with impunity, live a life as a rat, as a lowlife, as a buster, and monetize that and think that it's okay. It will come back on you, man. And I'm telling you, be smart. Don't fall for the okie doke, and don't let this Pied Piper lead you down a path thinking, oh man, it's all cool, it's all great. Ain't nothing. Just because you got a $500,000 chain and you got all this stuff, that don't make you nobody. That don't mean that you're anyone, man. It's all illusion. Those are all props. This person has been given multiple props to entertain, to be a distraction, to ruin a whole culture. And they've ruined a culture. And I'm telling you, it's enough is enough, man. Wake up, you guys. Don't fall for the okie doke. And I'm not hating on whatever this person, as far as an entertainer, you guys, no, because they picked and chose this person and they used him as a tool. He's nothing but an instrument for the agency, man. He's a straight agent of the government that's playing the industry. That's all. Because there's people out there with way more talent that are real niggas that ain't getting put on because they real. A real nigga they ain't gonna put him on like that because they can't control him. They can control this little rainbow bright nigga, man. So I'm telling you, wake up, be smart, don't fall for the okie doke, and just, man, there's no need. I mean, tripping off the bullshit, man, beefing and stuff. Dude, a lot of times, if a lot of you guys work together, you guys could be multimillionaires, billionaires, and they know that, so they want to keep everybody beefing, talking shit about each other, funking, doing this stuff. And you can say, well, why are you talking about him? Because this dude ruined people's lives, and he's continuing to promote stupidity and ignorance, and it ain't benefiting anybody in our culture. When I say our culture, I'm talking about the culture I grew up in, looking up to, the hip-hop culture, the rap culture, black culture, Hispanic, Mexican culture in general, because he's running around and he's imitating and instigating and creating a lot of things that have hurt people and that will continue to hurt people and send people to prison. Look how many people got sent to prison. It'd been different if this guy was talking about love songs and doing all this stuff. No, he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about, yeah, I'm doing this and blah, 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 yeah, I'm gangster. Man, that stuff, it comes with a price, man. You can't run around talking about you gangster, 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 and do all this and think you ain't going to attract a certain type of energy level. You asked for it, you got it. Now, when you get it, don't run from it. Embrace it, you dumb nigga. So you guys, wisen up, be smart. And like I say, man, I don't want to see you guys falling into that trap, going into the penitentiary, trying to be something you're not, because it ain't no joke up in there. Once they get you up in there, there are some real hitters up in there, and you might not be able to snitch your way out of it. Big Herc 916.